Yeah, a little surprise yesterday that Julio was that late scratch. We found out later that during P kind of aggravated his back a little bit. A spasm was what they were calling it. And he was in the lineup today making sure that he can get through batting practice today. That was contingent on this. And Julio looking good, free and easy, swinging, hitting a lot of balls out of the park during BP. So he is A-OK today in the lineup, playing center field once again.
And it's Ryan Gusto on the mound for the Astros tonight. His last appearance was out of the bullpen. That was on Saturday in Arlington when he threw a scoreless inning in relief. His last start came back on the 12th. That was against the Royals, and he got the loss of that game, gave him 7 runs in 2 1/3 innings.
J.P. Crawford leading things off as usual. Strike 3 call. Good start for the big right-hander. The 4th consecutive time that J.P. Crawford has punched out in this series. That'll bring up Jorge Polanco, the designated hitter. Swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down, 2 punch outs for Ryan Gusto.
That'll bring up Julio Rodriguez. And guys, great to see Julio in the lineup tonight. Scratched before the game last night.
He pops the first pitch up on the infield. Playable for Walker coming in. Walker in front of first base makes the catch, and the side is retired. A 1-2-3 opening inning for Ryan Gusto.
Mariners nothing, and the Astros coming up to face tall right-hander Emerson Hancock. 1-2 on the year with a 6.21 ERA, but that's really elevated because of that first start of the year against the Tigers, where he didn't get out of the first inning. Take that away, it's about 3.5.
Jeremy Pena leads it off.
Strike 3 call just in off the plate, and Jeremy Pena strikes out to begin the ball game for the Astros.
And there's 2 outs for Houston.
Here's Jose Altuve.
And Altuve shoots it to right field.
So Jose Altuve, who had 2 homers yesterday and 4 RBIs, a line drive single to start his night tonight. So Altuve aboard for Yainer Diaz, Astros catcher, batting .231.
On the ground to J.P. Crawford, and he practically hands it off to Mastrobuoni. That's the inning.
Leody Taveras will lead things off for the Mariners in the 3rd. We have no score.
First pitch swinging. He ambushes this to right field. Blast off up to the second deck and crashing down below. Leody Taveras with some punch. And the Mariners take a 3rd inning lead.
A monster blast by Taveras. He rocked that. A no-doubter. Leody. Wow.
Mastrobuoni will be at first base after the walk brings up the 9-hole hitter, Ben Williamson. On the ground, Dubon to second for 1, to first. Double play. What a play. Mauricio Dubon to Jeremy Pena.
And you can see on our Yingling flight cam, it basically skipped past Laz Diaz, the second base umpire. So a great attempt by Mauricio just to knock it down. Then the flip and the adjustment by Jeremy Pena. He gets a chance to show off the gun to complete that double play. That was big.
Well, the Mariners right back to work here. Runner at first base. That'll bring up Polanco.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Got him on a changeup away. Second time Polanco has struck out. 4 punch outs for Gusto. After 2.5, Mariners 1, Astros nothing.
Oh, I tell you, fans might have noticed that. Yeah, that's a bat JP gave Leody Taveras after the home run. No trident. And it turns out it was just tucked behind a door, and Logan Gilbert and the guys couldn't see it, couldn't find it. But they have located it now and ready for more home runs from this guy and really anybody else.
Here's Jeremy Pena with 2 out and nobody on.
Oh, man, they have been burying the ball inside on Jeremy Pena. He's been hit 8 times this season.
But Pena's at first. And it's Isaac Paredes to the plate.
The 3-1.
Isaac Paredes deep to left, and that ball is gone. Way out of here. You called it. Isaac Paredes puts the Astros on top 2-1 with his 11th home run of the season.
Paredes, the only Astro in double figures in home runs, and he's had the home run stroke of late. He had 4 home runs on the Astros last road trip and another into the Landry's Crawford boxes tonight.
Daikin Park is Isaac in paradise.
What is the best ballpark in baseball for Isaac Paredes to play in?
Yeah.
And it's this one right here.
And this time Altuve. This is going to be a tough play. That'll drop. And now Jose Altuve's 2 for 2, his 2nd hit of the night.
Here comes the 0-2. Swung on and missed. He tried to hold a swing, couldn't do it. That's it for Diaz. And the Astros are done in the 3rd. A 2-run home run here in the 3rd, and that's given
giving Houston a 2-1 lead.
It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners 1. We go to the top half of the 5th inning, and Miles Mastrobone will lead things off. Into the windup, delivers fastball, swinging a fly ball, lifted into left field and deep. Altuve going back, looking up, and goodbye baseball into the Crawford boxes.
Miles Mastrobone lightning strikes to begin the 5th. His first home run as a Mariner, and this game is all tied.
Made an appearance.
There it is.
Good call, boys.
Here is Paredes. He homered tonight. He's now homered 4 times in the last 4 games.
On the ground and a base hit. Through the left side, Isaac Paredes at first base with 1 out for Jose Altuve. And Altuve up the middle. He's got 3 hits. Isaac Paredes into second base. And the Astros with 2 on with 1 out in the 5th.
Somebody is getting hot.
The Astros with runners at first and second with 1 out. 3-2 pitch. That's inside. That hit him.
I believe it did.
Wow. That'll load him up for Christian Walker.
You got a real turning point moment in the game coming here. Bases loaded, 1 out, tied to the 5th. Astros can start turning things over to their leverage arms if they take a lead into the 6th inning.
And that's lifted to left down the line. Ranging over is Arozarena, makes the catch. Paredes tags, he'll score, and the Astros reclaim the lead. 3-2 Houston on the sac fly by Walker.
Caratini right at Crawford. He'll go to the bag, and that'll retire the side. But the Astros get a sacrifice fly. A couple of hits, leave a couple, but take the lead. Astros on top after 5, 3-2.
And the Mariners have runners at first and second. Here's Leody Taveras. He smashed a home run off the facing of the second deck, his first at bat. He'll bat here with 2 runners aboard. Here comes the pitch to him.
This is laced to left field in front of Altuve. They're sending Cal Raleigh. He thunders home. Play at the plate all kinds of time, and he is cut down.
What a throw from Jose Altuve. Cal Raleigh out at home, and Jose Altuve with the big assist. Got behind it and comes up with a strong throw to the plate.
I understand testing Altuve and that arm out in left field. I'm not sure Cal Raleigh would be my choice to go out there and do it. That throw beat him by plenty. Jose Altuve having himself a good couple of games here to start out against the Seattle Mariners.
Off the end of the bat, Pena circles around it. A strong throw. He's playing some really good defense this year, Jeremy Pena. Mariners strand 2 and trail going to the bottom of the 6th. Well, here's the issue right now for the Mariners. If you do not get to King, it is Abreu and then Hader. So this is the time, especially with the lineup card flipping to the top. This is a base hit into left field. Looked like it maybe just got a piece of Paredes' glove, and the Mariners have the tying run aboard.
Astros with a 3-2 lead over Seattle. Brian Abreu into the game with J.P. Crawford at first, 2 outs. Julio Rodriguez the batter. He's 0 for 3.
Swung on, cracked down the right field line. It's hammered. It's a fair ball rolling to the corner. JP around second base. He's heading to third. He's around third. He's being waved. The throw home, 1 hop, the slide. He is safe at home. Julio, an RBI double. JP all the way around from first base, and this game is tied. Julio strikes again against Abreu. It's 3-3 in the 7th inning.
This is the same pitch and the same result that Julio had against Abreu back at T-Mobile Park in April.
Here's Cal Raleigh.
A skyscraper. Is it fair? Is it fair? Fair ball! A meteor! Cal Raleigh all the way to the back wall. 2 pitches, and the Mariners have a 5-3 lead.
Does this hit some scaffolding along the way? Wow. Can't tell there. That was one of the most enormous home runs you will see all season long.
The Mariners with a new pitcher, right-hander Carlos Vargas.
Now it's Cam Smith to the plate. He's 2 for 3 with a double.
Double and a single, and Cam Smith on the ground. Tough play. J.P. Crawford throws across, but won't get it. Cam Smith getting down the line, and he's got his 3rd hit of the night. Mauricio Dubon represents the tying run. Vargas shoots this one to right field. A lot like the RBI double that he had single that he had last night. Mauricio Dubon And now 2 runners on for the top of the order in Jeremy Pena. A 19-game hitting streak at home on the line for Pena. Bats here representing the lead run. Crowd looking for some late inning magic.
Ground ball, weakly hit. Williamson right there, steps on third base. Vargas gets the Mariners out of the jam. He strands 2. We march on to the 9th.
Well, here we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. A packed house here at Daikin Park. It's the Mariners 5 and the Astros 3. And Senor Smoke is on in relief. Andres Munoz. He'll take a look at Isaac Paredes, Jose Altuve, and Yainer Diaz.
Fly ball center field. Julio not having to move a whole lot. Right there. And a very quick routine first out in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Here's Altuve. He's 3 for 4 tonight. 3 singles. Astros need a base runner to get the tying run to the plate.
The stretch and the 0-2 to Altuve, swing and a pop-up. And a left center field shallow. Randy calling for it. Julio is there. It is going to be Julio who makes the catch, standing right next to Randy Arozarena. Julio makes the grab, and that is out number 2.
He pops it up. About as smooth sailing of a 9th as you'll find. That's the ball game. The Mariners come from behind. It's the big bats and some great pitching as well. And the Mariners claim game 2 in Houston. 5-3 the final score.
Andres Munoz picks up his 17th save of the year.
That's one of the better wins for the Mariners this year. And that's saying something.
And it's a great ball game.